going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be here at the Melton houses. As you can see, everything is cleared out like I mentioned last video, and now we're just waiting for all the fill to arrive here so that way we can start building up the pad. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to start off first with the house over in the middle, which is over there, and then we're going to finish off with the other pad, which will be all in the far left hand side. And I'll go ahead and take you guys which one is which, so that way you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's two lots. One is lot 18 and 17, and then the other lot is lot 20 and 19. So those are only two lots that we're going to be working on, because those are the only permits that we have for these houses here on Melton. And then the other lot that we have here, which will be later in the future, that we'll be building another house. So we will be back here later this afternoon to see what it looks like with the pad built up. And I'm pretty sure the only thing that we're gonna have here is really gonna be for this lot right here. I don't know how long it's gonna take them, because like I said, there's a lot of, it's taking pretty a long time going all the way. They're gonna go pick up the dirt from and back here. It's like roughly 20 to 30 minutes since it's off of Jenkins Road, and coming all over here is, you know, that's roughly what it's taken. And so yeah, hopefully they can have everything out here, but we never know. We'll find out later. So here we out on the second day of bringing in some fill for these pads. We had to do a little small revision because we spoke with our surveyor, and I asked them to come do the four corners for each pad for this coming up Monday, and he told me to check up with my septic tank guy to make sure that the 18 inches he asked for was enough, but we had to go a little bit higher. So the finished floor elevation for this house right here was supposed to be 19.20, and the benchmark was set at 17.39, so it was realistically like 19 inches, and our surveyor told us to go to 20.50 here. So it came out to be that the finished floor elevation from the road to the top is going to be about 38 inches. So as you guys can see right here on our stake, that was at 16 inches. That was going to be where our dirt was supposed to be at. As you can see, it was just about there. About like I need, I guess, like 3 more inches or 4 more inches more fill here. And now we got to come up to this right here, and that's going to be the bottom of where the dirt's going to be at, and then you go 4 inches up higher, and that's going to be your finished floor elevation. So that's one thing we're doing. So we got to bring in more fill. Hopefully we'll have this pad done by today. We got about 16 loads yesterday, and hopefully we can have this one done today, and tomorrow we can start on the other pad over there. The same goes for that one over there. We have to bring it up a few more inches, just a few. So yeah, now we just wait for the fill to get here. Welcome back, everybody. So we are back here at the Melton project, and so far we have one pad built up already, as you guys can see behind me. So now we're getting ready to build up the next pad, which is all in the back over there. I don't know if you guys can see it, right where the Bobcat is at. So we have this already set up for next week on Thursday. We're supposed to have our surveyor come out here and do the 4 corners, so they can put the stakes, and that way we can start forming up the house, and that way so we can start doing the footers and installing the steel and go ahead and pouring the concrete. And this is how we get work done. So this is the other pad right here. The only thing that we're running into is that since these houses are sitting very high, we need to get some other kind of fill for whenever we lay down the sod, so that way it doesn't have that much of a huge slope that falls all the way down like that, like you guys see back there. So we need to get more dirt. So we're back here at the Melton project. This pad here, the one in the middle, is already done, and just yesterday they finished doing the one on the far left hand side. You guys can see in the back over there. So now we have to have this tested to check the compaction of the pad, and I'm here to test it myself, and obviously I have to have a company, it's called GFA. They'll be out here to also check the compaction of it before we can actually continue with the project. And then afterwards, next week, well actually tomorrow, I should be having my surveyor to come out here to put the four corners for the house, and that way we can start forming up the house and installing the steel, putting the vapor barrier on top as well for both of the houses. And hopefully by within a week or so, we should start pouring concrete here. So yeah, we're moving along as fast as we can. Welcome back everybody. We are back here at the Melton Drive project, and so far we are ready and prepping up the pad so that way we can pour concrete. Hopefully this week we can actually pour concrete. So far the guys already finished up installing all the plumbing lines for both houses, and today we are just prepping the pads. We should have the termites guy come here around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock so he can spray them. We can cover them up with a barrier, and then we can actually install the steel on top of it, so that way we can go ahead and pour concrete. But this is what it looks like so far. And as you guys can see, they're actually working on the other pad right now because the termite guy will be here probably within another hour or hour and a half. So they're prepping up that one. This one's basically ready. And also, I was out here on Saturday, so we were trying to bring in some more fill, and I actually ended up getting caught by the rain, but I was able to bring enough fill and some fill for that other house, because we are gonna have to remove some of it here. And we ran into another small problem. Is you always run into a problem here in construction. So that was that we ended up getting a call. Well, we ended up turning in the density test, which we passed. It was good. And then we had to get a form board inspection. And keep in mind, back then we had the form board. The form board was supposed to, well, the finished floor elevation was supposed to be at 18 inches, like 18 inches from the benchmark, and it ended up going a little higher. That was due to the fact because the health department, you know, they have their own requirements, and our surveyor just put the minimum so we can pass here in San Luis County. And The thing was that the septic tank guy said we had to have it at least minimum 20.50. So that's about from the benchmark to that finished floor elevation is like 36 inches. So we had to go up a little higher. And when we turned that paper in, they're like, well, you turned a paper in that was, 18 inches to the finished floor elevation, and now you went up to 1.5 foot higher than that. And we told them, well, that's what the health department was asking for. It was there on the health department paper that we gave you guys. So that was one problem we actually ran into. It's getting fixed. I told them we're going to provide you with a drainage plan, but they wanted to stop my job. They can't do that. I mean, usually you do turn in a drainage plan and they have to pass it before I even get a CO. So the guy's going to let us go ahead and do that, and we're going to go ahead and pour concrete, but we are going to provide that over to him. That's like the only problem we ran into here. I don't know if it was the neighbors or what happened, but we got to work together here. So far, you got most of it sprayed, just waiting for that spot right there. All right, everybody, so this is going to finish up the video for today. We will be back here as soon as they start laying down the steel. I might not even be here because I have an appointment at a different job. So we'll be back here and show you the next process and the progress of these two houses. So we'll catch you back later.